Hello, my friends, and welcome back to The Long Dark Zero to Hero in our quest to survive in a frozen post-apocalyptic world. My name is Sprocket. Currently, we're in the trailer here at the top of Milton in Mountain Town. After surviving kind of a crazy night, we did escape from a bear after an attack. The cougar is currently out and about on the prowl for us. We had some crazy glitches that prevented us from seeking shelter in the vehicles. But all in all, we're safe. We don't have any permanent conditions. We're still suffering a little bit from the broken ribs after being attacked by the moose. It's been a very eventful few days here, but we are surviving. And, every 2 steps forward, 1 step back, we do make a little progress. I do have some agenda items because our really nice parka got damaged. Of course, here's a view of our character. Our pants are shredded. We lost some gloves, but we do have these extra boots, which is actually really fortunate. I would like to fix up some items if I can. The time of day, though, I'm thinking I should probably just head out. You can see in the top right corner, the sun is setting very soon. And another problem I'm facing in the bottom left corner is we are not tired at all. And so I'm thinking I'm going to just make a run for it. We'll get tired. We'll make our way all the way back to town, to the Grey Mother's house, and hopefully get a good night's sleep there. In order to travel a little bit more lightweight, I am going to harvest some of these damaged items. At least a little bit. That's probably all I need to do there. We can actually leave these here. I'm going to find some more cloth, probably at the Grey Mother's house, and then I can do some repairs. Yeah, it's getting dark. Okay, I believe in the last episode I did already decide everything I'm taking with us. I think we're ready to go. I'm just going to make sure I have some torches. Let me see here. We do have, 1 torch. Okay, I do need to get some torches then. So I'm going to make a fire outside really quick. Also, what's our water situation like? We have 1.13 liters. We're actually okay for water. So I don't need to spend a lot of time here. I just need to get a fire started. Pull a few torches, at least enough to keep us safe as we're traveling between here and Grey Mother's house. So let's use our torch. I'm hoping the bug is gone because this is what prevented us from being safe last time. So I couldn't get a torch lit. I only later discovered I could start a fire. I'm going to grab this. Let's start a fire here. We'll use our torch. Oh no, I don't have any tinder, as usual. Okay, so I'm going to craft up... Let's do some tinder plugs here.
Feels like night is coming.
Yeah, I wonder what the weather's going to do. I could make a run for the church. I'm kind of worried about this wind, though. We'll use the stick, I guess. I'm kind of afraid about this weather. Ooh, frostbite risk. Oh, we healed it. Okay, I guess that's from the heat. This wind is not going to be good.
Come on.
Okay,
I
nice.
did it.
Let's put some fuel on here. What do we have? Just coal? I'm going to put a coal on. And cedar. Here we go. That's right. I only need to pull torches. So I'll just do that. That's a good torch right there. So I have no defense right now, guys. We are completely out of the flare shells that we've been using. I used all of them in an attempt to take down that moose. My kind heart, actually, you may not believe this, but I wanted to put that moose down after the first shot, or first few shots. I just couldn't leave that moose suffering. And that is why I continued relentlessly to try to get that moose, is just to put him down. I think out of moral obligation, right? You gotta finish what you start. And it ended up costing me big time. That poor moose is still suffering somewhere. And we will probably encounter him again, I would imagine. I'm going to pick up some sticks as we go because I need to craft some tinder plugs wherever and whenever we get to a safe place. Now, theoretically, we could loop around the side of the map to the farmhouse. But that may not be a smart idea. Especially with this weather. I don't know what the weather's going to do for us. I can hear the wolves howling all around us. We're just hoping this wind blows out our torch. Okay, I'm gonna... Oh, hey there, Wolfie. I'm gonna... Let's scare this wolf away. Wherever he is. Come on, Wolfie. Okay, I'm gonna look really quick for cattail. There we go. Because I need the tinder from these as well as the food, I think. 3 more. Now, if our torch blows out, we do have the church we can run to. But yeah, I think I have been eating some cattails after our trip to Hush River Valley. Let's get another torch. So it's good to replenish our supply. And I'm guessing when we search the ghost town here, Milton, we probably will find plenty of food. A plentiful amount of food. So Milton might just be the thing we need right now in order to heal up. Ooh, I do need rocks. Okay, we've already been to the church, right? We've already searched the church, so maybe I'll just carry on. Gosh, you scared me, Wolfie. Oh man, he's going exactly where I need to be. Okay, this is getting kind of old. I'm just going to kind of loop around. Oh man, this weather's not good. Uh-oh, okay. I heard a cougar. Sorry, wolf. I heard a cougar. I don't know what that even means. Oh man, that got my heart pumping. Why? Can I look at the map? So we've got a cougar over there, cougar territory. So I must have wandered into his territory. Is that what got him upset? All right. Well, I guess we're spending the night here, maybe, in the church. We can Ooh, look at that, climbing socks.
This will come in handy.
I missed these before. I didn't really search this place because we came here on Christmas, and I didn't really want to interrupt the ghosts of Christmas past. Man, look at all these books. A bandage. Ooh, okay.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
We got a bed here as well. There's our offering, right? The striker and the knife. We'll leave those there. And we'll take the book. No, it's somebody else's offering. We'll leave that. Okay. Let's look around. See what I missed. Okay, let's get a fire started. No, I'm really scared to go out without cougar. I guess the good part of this is that if we do make it to Milton, I can duck into those houses. If a cougar shows up, we do have plenty of places we can kind of run for safety. But this is my first experience with a cougar, so I don't know quite what to expect. I definitely don't have a way to deal with it. No weapons or ways of dispatching it. I believe we have the heavy hammer. Alright, let's start with that. I'm gonna get some water cooking. Sorry, let's add that. Let's place a pot here. I'd like to see what our food situation looks like. Oh yeah, and those socks. So those are better than what we have on. Let's switch to those. 83%. Okay, nice. Okay, now as far as food goes, we just picked up the dog food. I can't cook the dog food, but I can eat it. Let's go ahead and open it and eat it up. Gonna try to maintain our well-fed. Yeah, it's good we grabbed those cattails. We're down to 19. I could cook up some coffee. I probably should, as it's starting to go bad. I don't currently have any in my inventory. Yeah, food is a little bit of a problem right now. Shouldn't last too long, though. By the way, I want to look at this. What is this? Just a sign. Must have been some kind of artifact there. It's been removed. We're seeking sanctuary in the church. Now, it's nice we do have a bed. That is actually really good. All right, let's pass some time maybe. Or you know what? I need to craft some items. Let's get some tinder plugs crafted up. I think I might need some old man's beard as well. Let me check our medical situation here. Yeah, I used my old man's beard. So if possible... It looks like I have enough, so let's craft one. Okay, water's done. Let's cook some coffee here. I'm going to drop the higher quality coffee just to make sure that I don't accidentally use that one. So we're going to use the 39%, which means I'm going to drop these. Where are you, coffee? Right there. I will do 2 of those, sure. Yeah, so even though we've taken a hit lately with a setback in playing the game here, I think it's taking good care of us. The game does provide plenty of opportunities to continue. The cougar has me scared, though. I'm not going to lie. That is pretty nerve-wracking. You know, I'm going to harvest this. Let's get some cloth. We're going to need lots of cloth to try to fix up our clothing. Okay. Yeah, I'm really not sure how this is going to work with a cougar. I don't know if I can make it safely between here and the Grey Mother's house without being attacked. I'm guessing, so here's my plan. I'm just kind of thinking out loud, trying to figure out how I'm going to do this. I guess as long as I can path to a place that the cougar cannot get to, like I can climb up on something where the cougar's not going to be able to reach me, that might be a defense. I could make a fire, but I think it's just going to pursue me at a fire. And I don't, like I said, I don't have any way to shoot it or anything. So maybe in town we can find some flare shells. That would be really, really good. All right, let's check our clothing here. What else can I harvest? I thought I saw something else. Let's see, the socks. Oh, the hat here. We can harvest the hat. Because that one's better, yeah. Okay, let's harvest this. Okay. Let's do a few more tinder plugs, I guess. Okay, water's done. So that's going to leave me with how much? 2.63 liters. It's a pretty good amount. I might just call it a night and go to bed. It's not particularly late though, considering how tired I am. That's what I'm thinking here.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Okay, speaking of gear, oh yes, if I'm spending the night here, I really should drop some of our gear. Thank you for saying that, Will. I would have forgotten. Yeah, okay, we'll leave that curing. Hopefully I will see that as we leave. I'll see those for sure. The bear hide kind of is invisible to me sometimes. It just looks like a rug, and I miss it, or like a gray stone floor. But those birch, these saplings do stand out a lot more, so I'm more likely to see them. I'm going to take a peek at the weather. Oh, look at this. We got some cloth here we could harvest as well. 6 minutes. Let's grab it. Let's see what the weather looks like. I'm going to get down low.
Surrounded by snow, and nothing to drink.
I can hear that cougar. It sounds like he's here. That's got me so freaked out. Okay, one thing I did like right there is the wind. I did like what I saw there. So, I kind of feel like I should make a run for it. I was gonna sleep, but I'm not particularly
carry.
I'm not particularly tired. Let's get a drink. I'm not gonna drink a coffee because I just need to get tired and sleep here. Okay, am I running towards the sound of the cougar? Okay, I gotta figure out a place to path. If the cougar comes, I guess I'm gonna run for the truck. Or the car. There's a car up ahead. 2 cars. Where are you, cougar? Got another car right here. It sounds like I'm walking right towards him.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
You're doing great, Will. I'm so nervous. It sounds like he's like right in front of me. But I have to go this way. I wonder if he scared away all the wolves. Hey, Wolfie, I see you. You can follow me. I don't want to stop. Ooh, what?
The horse.
I saw something weird there for a minute. Okay, alright. I better get this lit again. Okay, oh, we made it. Let's get inside. Alright, you stay out, Wolfie. Okay, we made it safely. I gotta take a breath. Catch my breath. So glad to be safe. And we got a little bit more tired. I've already searched this, right? Okay, so that means I probably have a nice stack of loot here. Maybe some clothing. Let's see what I left in the fridge. Do I have any clothing like pants? Oh, we got these boots. I think the boots I have are probably better than those. I got bullets. Running shoes. We can harvest for leather. Yeah, I couldn't think for a minute there. A little bit of food. Nice. I'm going to take this food. We will be cooking those up.
I might have to drop some gear.
In fact, maybe I should cook them now. Let's start a fire. We'll use a book. Let's cook these potatoes. Burn a little bit of the midnight oil. Get sleepy tired, and then
Come on.
be nice to rest. I'm so glad we're back to town. This feels so much better.
Turned out pretty well.
Let's add some fuel here. Some books. Hey, fire starting, level 3. Nice. I'm going to take a look at that and see what that does for us here. Let's cook these potatoes first, though. May as well put a little bit of water on. It's very, very easy to get water when you have a 6-burner stove. Okay, we've got an hour and 7 minutes. This must be done, right? Research is complete. Okay, we're going to burn that. Where are you? Wilderness Kitchen. Okay. By the way, I had some really good comments about this Guns, Guns, Guns book. That it is actually quite a treasure. And I should wait until I level up to level 4, I think you said. This is one of the only times in the entire game where you can get up above level... or is it level 5? Yeah, so I think you can read this. And it boosts you up 1 additional level. So I definitely don't want to read this currently, like now. I need to save it until we have leveled up gun shooting. Okay, I'm going to take a torch and come over here and drop our saplings and bear hide before I forget. Okay. Now, I remember somebody commenting that I left some maple saplings somewhere. And thank you for that. I don't remember where that was, but that would be nice to know. I probably have some back at the trapper's cabin, I would think. Oh, nice. We got some cloth here we can harvest. Okay, yeah, tons of cloth in this house, for sure. Probably be something we will work on tomorrow. Let me bring this over by the fire. We'll probably need this. Heavy fire log. Let me see where else I stashed any loot. Okay, it's just in the fridge, it looks like, and then on the table. I got a snare. I could probably go set a snare. I'm gonna go, let's go set a snare. Let's watch out for wolves and cougars. I do want to set a trap. Maybe back here. Now the wolves can't jump out in this area, so I'm trying to kind of be cautious. Let's put a trap right here. And then there may even be rabbits. Just take a quick look. Grab some mushrooms. Alright, let's go back to Grandmother's house. It's a very peaceful night. Kind of deceptive, knowing what's out there, stalking us right now. Hey, gloves. I need those. Is there anything up here? It's kind of hard to see. Okay, so I've been reliving in my mind the events that happened on the bridge with that bear attack. And I got so turned around, even before the bear attack, you know. I always get turned around on that bridge. I should remember to use my spray paint. I could have drawn like an arrow on the ground. Just kind of show which direction I'm going and all that. But you would not believe how many times I get turned around on that bridge. Seems to happen a lot. Okay, water is done. Potatoes done. That is done. Okay, nice. And cooked potato. That was really good. Okay, let's get rid of that torch. I think I'm ready to go to bed. Let's eat our potatoes. May as well grab some torches. Alright, let's go up to bed. We'll figure all this out in the morning. Got our bear hide curing.
I could eat anything
saplings.
right now.
Saplings are curing. Ooh yeah, we're hungry. Let's get up here. So much looting to do tomorrow in the ghost town. Okay, so we can put out our torch. And then let's check our food situation. We got 2 hot potatoes. Can eat those. I've got some candy bars. I may wait. I'd prefer to eat some canned food. So when we loot tomorrow, maybe I'll find some canned food. Well, let's get a drink. Before I forget, I should put my gloves on. That helps so much. Now we're not going to get frostbite. And we've got our head covered. I think these count as protecting our legs. I do believe. It's nice these red ones are in 87% condition. Those are better out of the 2. All right, let's go to bed. Make sure I have enough energy or calories to sleep for, I don't know. Let's see how long it will let us sleep. We have enough. Just barely. Let's go for 12. It probably will not let us sleep that long though. Okay, good morning. We had a very good night's sleep. Sun is up already. Let's get a drink. So we're going to be hungry today. That's one of the first things I want to do is try to get some food. Maybe we caught a rabbit last night. Also, I do need to do some repairs today to get our clothing in good shape. Ooh, look at that. Missed that item. Put that in here. It's not going to be good to wear, but we can harvest that for cloth, maybe. Oh, I'm looking so longingly at this revolver that could potentially scare away or even shoot the cougar, but we can't use it. Not until we've earned it. Okay, I think I'm just going to head out.
Hungry in my life.
I probably need to drop some heavy items, though. I think I still am carrying the heavy hammer. Yeah, let's drop this. We want to get lightweight for looting. Actually, I probably want that. That's going to help us loot. Heavy hammer, you are so valuable. We need you. I'm going to put the scrap metal on the ground here. Let's see what else we've got. Some coal. We're going to need our pry bar for looting. I could probably leave the pot here for now. I'm going to do it, guys. I'm going to leave Wilson behind because we're just going to stay here in town. There's plenty of places where we could sleep if we have to. In fact, Wilson, I'm going to take good care of you. We're going to put you in a protected environment. Where are you? There we go. We're going to put you in the refrigerator to keep you nice and protected from dust and dirt. Because we care about you, man. You take care of us, we're going to take care of you. Let's harvest this really quick. Oh man, I'm so hungry. I better eat something. I guess I could eat a candy bar after all. I'd prefer not to, but it's going to give us the energy we need to do the looting. Okay, what else? Really quick. Oh, we can drop some water. We're going to get tons of toilet water. Let's drop 3 liters. As we're looting, we're going to get tons of water. I probably won't even grab all the water.
to find food.
Okay, now as far as firewood goes, I can drop this. And I can drop a coal. Let's drop 4 coal. And let's put... I don't know what to think about this mag lens, guys, because we are so well taken care of with matches and things. I almost want to just leave the mag lens here. Yeah. Obviously, I can drop sticks. I'll do that before we leave. I got more matches. Wow. We may end up taking a bunch of these when we leave, but for now, I think I don't need more than like 12 matches. That should be plenty. Plus, we got the fire striker. I'll leave... Well, you know what? I'll take the accelerant in case the cougar comes or something. I'm not sure how that's going to help me. I'm going to leave a bandage here. Cloth. Now, we can dump some of these. Extra climbing socks, the extra shirt. Nice. I'm feeling a lot more lightweight now. This is feeling good. I feel like I could run a marathon. Let's put these in there, I guess. Actually, no. That's just taking up space, isn't it? Let's see. Torches, or flares, I mean. We don't need all those. And then we can leave these and that. Actually, I want to just drop that flat out because that's actually kind of valuable. I want to be able to see it, so I take it when we leave, you know? And we don't need the whetstones. Probably leave both of those here. And the bullets. Wow, we got a lot of loot. I mean, this is pretty impressive how much loot we have. Okay, I think this is pretty good, guys, as far as weight goes. I'll just set these here. Maybe I'll put these with the other ones. Okay. Now, did I have a rifle? I thought, did I leave a rifle somewhere? Maybe we found one. I can't remember if I dropped it or left it somewhere. Doesn't really matter now, I guess. Alright, I think we're going to go check to see our rabbit trap, and then we'll start looting the town. We'll leave all this here. Okay, I think I'm ready. Get a drink really quick. Make sure we are well hydrated. Let's get a torch out just in case we have visitors. It's not a bad day. We're a little bit on the cold side because we don't have any pants on and our clothing is in disrepair. So we've already looted that truck. I do believe this little house is not searchable. Oh, we got a wolf over there. That house is all boarded up. We've got a dead animal or something over there. I see a rabbit. I think that's a rabbit. Can't tell. Let's check our trap. Trap is empty. Okay. No rabbits. They used to like hanging out right here. Let's search these cars. Nice. As we are looting, guys, I just want to take a minute to say thank you for a wonderful year. So we've just wrapped up last year. It's been so nice. I'm extremely grateful for all the fun accomplishments and things we've done. Especially want to give a shout out and thank you to the people who've contributed to supporting me. It is very, very kind. It does go to a good purpose. I buy the equipment and it just helps me to keep going. So thank you. Do appreciate that. If you are interested in supporting me, if you want to make a contribution, it's much appreciated. No pressure. You can find links in the description, guys. I'm so grateful, by the way. And just having you along
I think I can use this.
is all the thanks I need. You know, I just love hanging out with you guys, having a good time. So thank you so much, guys. And really excited for 2026. Really happy for a chance to be playing games, hanging out with you guys, having fun. Anyway, let's get back to the game here. We've got a scrawled message. Let's read the text here. Remind me to clean out my practice stash from behind the organ. Not much use anymore. Sort of like me. Aw. Why would somebody say that? That's really sad, actually. You shouldn't say things like that. Okay, so that is the church, right? That's where we just were. There must have been a stash there at the organ. And I'm not going back there. Look, the cougar. The cougar's nearby, guys. Is that over by the farm? I think that's over by the farmhouse. Because it's kind of hard to see. But we are here at the town of Milton. What is this? We got a memento cache. So let me just take a minute, guys, to tell you what I was thinking. Let me go to the world view here. Somebody commented, why in the last episode, why did I take the bear hide and the saplings with me when I left? And it is because I didn't plan on coming back. So here, if you look at Mountain Town here, we were up in this area, this road. So this is the road we're currently on, I believe, right? I think so. The church is like right here, and then Milton is like right here. So I was planning to leave and go this way and curve around through like a cave system through the mountain here, and it comes out and drops you at Milton. But I got turned around at the bridge and I got attacked, so that's why I backtracked to the trailer and to the church, whatever. But that was my plan, by the way. So it's kind of hard for me to express that, but that's what I was trying to pull off anyway. So, all right, let's go inside the credit union here, Milton Credit Union, and see if they have any loot for us. I'm going to try to keep an eye on the map to find out the movement patterns of this cougar so we can try to avoid it. Okay, and I'm hoping that the game will give me some food because I'm starting to get hungry. I'm going to shake this a little bit. There's nothing in there. Those are just pictures of the candy. There's no actual candy in there. Or I would probably smash it open. I would really like some Mike and Ike's right about now. Actually sounds really good. Or some, what are the hot ones called? Hot tamales? Is that what they're called? Yeah. Have I already been in here? Wait. I've already been in here. So why is there still a mouse? If I came in here, how would I have left the mouse behind? I must have already searched this. Okay, so we're going to get our torch out. Okay, so those two houses are locked up. We've searched this one. We're going to head across the street. I must have already searched the post office too. And I wonder if I hit any of these houses. I'm just going to do this systematically. We're going to try to just zigzag. Try to stay protected from the cougar. And check. Oh, look at this. We got a first aid kit.
This will come in handy.
Ooh, another stim. That was really good. I might need that with this cougar around. How am I going to kill this thing? I think the only option is to got to get that bow crafted and the arrowheads. I'm going to put this torch away before I use it. I guess we have the striker, so it's not like I would accidentally light it. Okay, I'm going to go back out the way we came. So I don't want to get turned around. Okay, let's keep going down the houses.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Oh, the food situation, yes. Maybe we'll find something in the kitchen here. So we are getting quite hungry. Is there anything I can loot here? Let's check the kitchen. Get some pots and pans and things. Nothing I can take. How about the microwave? Oh, I got some Running River oats.
I think I can use this.
I'm going to cook those up. when we get back to Grandmother's house. I better eat something. Let's see. Food. Maybe a cattail or a candy bar. Let's eat a candy bar. So those Running River oats are going to be good for leveling up my cooking. They do tend to go bad pretty quickly, though.
I can always use more food.
Yeah, we can cook those as well. Okay, more herbal tea. It's like the game knows that I get injured quite a lot. Oop, already searched that one. They're giving me herbal tea so I can have a nice healing sleep.
I'll be hungry later.
Fresh rabbit. 100% condition. Oh, yes, thank you. We're going to take it and eat it immediately. Thank you. It must stay pretty cold in here. Got some oil. What is that? Broth.
This'll come in handy.
Ooh, that was kind of sneaky, the way it was hiding back there. Okay, let's check the bathroom. Somebody left their socks on the floor. I told the kids so many times, pick up your socks. Don't leave them right by the shower. I'm just joking. Alright, let's grab these socks. I'll take the toilet water. I may end up just leaving it in the road if it's heavy. It's just easier to grab when you see it. Okay, I think I've searched everywhere here. We'll go upstairs. Ooh, that actually is pretty cool. Tractor. Okay, you're coming with me, little guy. And teddy bear. Yes, we will take the teddy bear. Nice pictures. Spray paint. I will take it. I'm trying to use the spray paint more often. Alright, let's take the teddy bear. We can have a teddy bear picnic or something. That'd be kind of fun. Set them all up in a circle. Okay, unfortunately this is a dummy door. Maybe they nailed it shut. Maybe there's somebody hiding in the basement. I don't know, but these doors never open. Grab that. Get a torch out. Ooh, sun's coming out. This looks all boarded up. Alright, I'm pretty sure we've already hit the post office, but we didn't get these cars. You know what I could use right now? Some arrow shafts. That would be really something. I see a gun in there. I'm excited about that. Getting some arrow shafts would be so helpful. Okay, so we've got a revolver.
Can't be too careful.
64% condition. Nice. I'm going to try not to sweep the barrel across you guys as we look at it. Alright, we'll take it. Nice. So that reminds me, guys, I just picked up that revolver. I volunteer with another group of people. We help teach young boys. Like we do activities with them and kind of mentor them. Some of them don't have fathers and things, and just spend time with them, do different activities. A little while ago, we took them to a fire department, and I did a tour and got to see the fire engines and stuff and talk to the firemen. And the kids, you know, boys got to climb on the fire truck and ask questions, turn on the lights and stuff. But anyway, recently I have a whole bunch of laser tag guns, like really good quality ones. And we went to an old church that we got permission to use, and we played laser tag. But before we played, I gave the boys some instructions about gun safety, even though they're just toy guns, right? We pretended that they were real guns,
Can't have too much water.
And we talked about all the rules of guns, how you always treat every gun you find or come across as if it is loaded. You never point it at anybody. I didn't tell him. Yeah, anyway, there are exceptions to that, of course, but we didn't talk about that. Anyway, all the rules of gun safety. You always be aware of your backdrop. You never point it at something until you're ready to destroy whatever that is. And anyway, we went through all that. And I talked to the boys about the history of how toy guns, how, they all have the orange tip on them now. But when I was a kid, Nintendo guns, the laser zappers that came with the guns, they were silver and they didn't have an orange tip. And I think it was because some kids were playing in a park and a police officer thought they were real guns, and there may or may not have been a tragic outcome. I can't remember, but at any rate, government passed a new law that all new toy guns have to have an orange tip so that the police officers know that the guns are toys. Right? So I teach the boys all these safety tips. We do some practice. Okay, boys, what if you come across a gun? Because I actually remember when I was a scout, I was in the scouting program, and we had a big meeting one day, and it was very serious. And the scout leaders were like, okay, guys, one of our scouts just came across a revolver in the bushes. We were up in the mountains, in the middle of nowhere. And all we can think is that maybe a hunter, like it fell out of his holster or something while he was hunting deer. Because why else would there be a revolver in a bush? Anyway, a boy found it, and it was loaded. And he didn't touch it. He went and got an adult. And they said, we wanted to praise this kid because that gun was loaded. He was with some friends. He could have picked it up and played with it and shot somebody. But he knew better. He went and got an adult, right? So I'm telling my young boys this, and there are parents there who are listening. And I could tell some of them were uncomfortable with me talking about guns. Like, how dare I, without asking their permission, talk about guns, And all I was just telling them was, if you come across a gun, you got to treat it safely. I think it's so important for kids to know this stuff, even if there's not a gun in the house. What if they go to their friend's house and there's a gun on the table, or they are in the park and they find, some gangster left a gun on a park bench or something, They should know the safety rules and not, because otherwise how are they going to learn? Anyway, a parent approached me and said, after a week, the next time we met, she's like, I was upset at you for talking to the kids about guns, but the more I think about it, the more I want to thank you, because that actually could have saved my son's life if he ever comes across a gun. We don't believe in guns, we don't use guns, but you're right. I think kids should know. So anyway, that just came back to my memory just as we found that revolver. Somebody left a revolver here, and we came across it, and I swept the barrel of the revolver across the screen here. It's just ingrained in my memory. My father used to run the shooting range at the scout camp here in the Uinta Mountains, way up high, one of the highest scout camps in the world. He ran the rifle range for an entire summer. He was in charge of that. And so, of course, it was always very important at our house. He would teach us safety rules, and how to shoot, how to line up shots and everything.
Could end up being useful.
Guys, we have pants again. Oh, yes. Doesn't that look so much better? Look at these little bird legs. And we put on our work pants, and man, we're a man now, right? Bird legs, man. Just like that. All right. Got some leather to fix up our shoes.
That'll come in handy.
Nice. We're getting kind of heavy. I think it might be time to drop off our stash before we get too far into town. We're kind of close to the house right now. Oh, we got a fog coming in. Okay. I'm a little bit turned around. I think... Okay, so there's the post office. I'm going to put a... Where's my spray paint? Here we go. Searched. On the door. Okay, it's too foggy for this to show up. I'm going to make our way back to grandmother's house. So we've got quite a bit of loot. Wouldn't mind seeing a rabbit too. Huh. Yeah, there's no rabbits over there. I'm kind of worried that our trap is not going to be successful right there. It's almost like they moved the location of where the rabbits migrate. Okay, but at least we have these running oats and stuff. Let's drop this as well. Let's see, we'll put this here. I'm gonna put the tomato soup on the stove. Or right here, so I see it. And the running oats, I want to cook those up next time we're here. They're pretty low condition. We do need to fix those up pretty soon. We got another liter of water. Let's drop a liter. Got a bunch of water there. Okay, what else? What did I just pick up? We got the revolver. We don't need that. That's kind of heavy. We got the broth. Broth is way heavy. I'm going to put the broth in the fridge. I got some cans of spray paint. Antiseptic we don't need. Got some leather. I'm going to hang on to the leather, I think. Or maybe I can just temporarily drop it. Oh, wait. That's sorted by condition. Sorry. I got to do this right. We'll drop our metal and the leather. The cloth. I'll keep one piece of cloth. I do want to pick all that up at some point. Okay, we are lightweight. Let's drop these. Okay, let's see. What all did I just pick up? We got another book. Let's sort by weight. Nah, it's easier just to go category by category, I think. We got that extra stem. Oh yeah, we got lots of clothing. Okay, that's right. So let's put this in here. Clothing items. What did I pick up? Socks and a hat. Another hat. Yeah, you know, I keep forgetting to drop those, so I'll just do that. 33, here we go. I'll do that. One of those. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit of running because I want to get tired. By the way, let's check on our status of our broken ribs. Broken ribs, we're down to 73 hours out of 120. Nice. It's coming along very well. Our healing process here. Let's get back to looting. Okay. What is the next house on the block? Of course, there are cars and things behind these houses. I should probably check. It's like a lot of these houses are not even searchable. Let's go with this one. Okay, new location discovered. A new house, yes. Give us lots of food, please. We do need lots of food. Oh, I forgot to drop off all the cool decorations that we've been picking up. I actually like the wallpaper in here. Seems like houses these days don't really use wallpaper much. They just paint everything white or tan. You know. I mean, it has its limits, right? You don't want to wallpaper everything, but maybe it will come back in fashion.
Never would have thought to look here.
This house has been cleaned out pretty well, although we did just find some grape soda. Ooh, more tea. more mittens. That's good. Anything in here? I could use some pancakes
Wonder
right
who
now.
owns this stuff.
Ooh, matches, right. I just saw this pancake picture. I love pancakes. And I actually do love pancakes. Ooh, yummy. Pork and beans. Those will cook up nicely.
I'd eat anything right about now.
Nice. I'm even happy to see low quality food. You know, at this point, I don't care if we get food poisoning. It probably actually would help us in our survival. As long as we get it at nighttime when we can safely sleep. Ooh, I love that picture of Desolation Point. Do I want to take that? Yeah, I guess I will. It's not too heavy. Kind of awkward, though. Kind of hard to walk with that in my pants pocket. Okay, I got a metal lamp. You know, I'm going to take one of these. It would be nice to have, if we get an aurora at the Grey Mother's house, it would be nice to have some lamps.
I better take this food.
And sure, let's take the hockey guys. I like hockey. I'll take 1.5 liters.
I think I can use this.
Well, we're being pretty well taken care of. I think we're going to recover just fine. Let's get out a flare, or a torch, I mean. Oh, there's a bridge. Okay, let me just make sure. I did search everything, right? What do you think we should do next, guys? After we're done looting the town, should we go to the farmhouse over by the cougar? Should we just try to get out of here? Got a few items in here. I do need to get some maple saplings curing. Or head back to the Trapper's cabin, I think, before we head to the forge. Alright, have we already been in this one? Yes, I need to put spray paint on the door. There we go. Searched. Now I know why the search and rescue guys do that, right? Use spray paint on the doors. Let's see. I've already searched that car. Let's try these. Okay. Got some more boots. Trail boots. 88%. Those might be better than what I have. We've got 37%. Wow. Yeah, that's a nice upgrade. Probably should take the newsprint. But just out of habit, I don't know. Got some potato chips and salt. And another skillet.
Excellent.
Nice. You know, I could probably drink the soda right now. Man, this house is really loaded with good stuff. Look at this. We got another pot. Got all this food. Ooh, more rabbit. 100% condition, which means I can eat it right now. Food. Where are you? Let's eat some fresh rabbit. Drink a soda. We'll drink a couple. I'll have some grape flavored belches here for a minute. Okay, got a pan. Let's grab these chips and salt. Yeah, this was a good house to come in. Should take a clock. And I think Grey Mother already has a calendar, doesn't she? We'll take it just in case. We're going to be heading back that way anyway. Nice picture of the family on the dock. Probably at Mystery Lake, I would think. I'm probably good on water. I'm not going to take any more water. But look at this, guys.
What have we
Another
here?
stem. We could probably just let the cougar attack us and just walk our way out of here and just use stems the whole way. I'm joking, of course. But the stems do allow us to climb ropes, even with broken ribs. So, I mean, those stems are really quite powerful. Pretty amazing. Okay, I think this house is looted. Let's get a torch out, just in case. I better spray paint this. Searched. Nice. Is that cougar moving? It is. It's moving, I think. It's moving north. There's us. It's heading towards the church, maybe? I don't know. I can't tell if it's moving. Maybe it's just my perception. I better... You know, I should probably just use a flare, because wolves can just run out between these houses.
Should be good.
Okay, we'll take it. I'm curious what I left, if anything, inside the gas station. I wonder if I left some saplings curing there. Okay, are any of these houses good? I think they're all pretty beat up. I'm going to zigzag around the backside now. Make our way back this direction. That should lead us back to the Grey Mother's house. Don't see anything.
Thank goodness.
Had another memory. I don't know if I should share this. When I was messing around with those pant legs, with the worker pants, putting them on and off, and saying bird legs, pant legs, just reminded me how ruthless kids can be in elementary school. There was a little girl in my class. Of course, I was little too, right? This is elementary school, guys, but she was this tall, skinny little thing, and we would tease her and call her bird legs. I'm sure she probably ended up being this gorgeous supermodel or something, but you know, as kids, you just pick on each other. Now I feel really bad. She probably was very self-conscious about that. Kids can be so ruthless to each other, can't
Too
they?
heavy.
So yeah, I do regret that. And if I saw her, I would tell her. I'm sorry for being a stupid kid, saying silly stuff. You know, she was a beautiful woman, a beautiful girl at the time. I'm sure. You know. Just silly things kids do. Just another memory. Playing in the long dark brings out memories for me for some reason. Ooh, potatoes. Nice. And just then, that potato reminded me of another memory. Playing the Long Dark, and I think it was my Interloper playthrough a long time ago. There was a potato that glitched out, and it would hover in the air.
I think I can use this.
It was inside the camp office, actually, upstairs by the stove. There's a potato. One of my potatoes glitched out and just kind of hovered there. And so, anyway, I never did dare pick it up. We just used it as like a prop. As I think we called it like an alien coming to visit us or something like that. I can't remember now. That was a while ago. I don't really see very many glitches lately, except for the one that almost killed me in the last episode. A couple episodes ago now. How long has it been? 2 episodes? Maybe it's just one episode. Useful. Ragged Mariner's Peacoat. Looks very heavy. I think what we have is the best. I just need to fix it up. Ooh, nice. Now we're talking. Granola bar. I'm so heavy, I'm going to waddle back.
Nobody needs this.
Oh, look at this. We got 2 pants now. 2 pairs of pants. Let's put these on the inside. There we go. Now we're talking. Okay, how hard is it to take this? Is that hard? Is that heavy? I don't know how heavy it is. I'm already pretty heavy. It's not like I'm going to actually make a base out of Grandmother's house. We'll just drop off some fun items there.
Wonder if the owner's around.
What do you think, Will? Do you really think the owner's around? Based off of the information you've collected so far, do you think that's a pretty safe bet? Probably not. No stims. Do have some antiseptic. I'm not even going to bother with that. Can't remember the last time I actually used proper antiseptic.
This will come in handy.
In-game. Alright, we are heavy, which is good. It's going to help me get tired as we run back.
I'm going to have to leave something behind.
Yes. It's cool we got the flag. It's too bad we can't take the flag with us. Here we go. Can't tell if that cougar's moving or not. It's probably good. I didn't... Remember a few minutes ago I was talking about walking to the farmhouse from the church? I think now that was a very good thing. I did not go that way. That I was going to end up walking... from the trailer. Like the trailer's right about here. I was going to walk past the church and then down this side of the map towards the farmhouse. And it's good I didn't because it looks like that's exactly where the cougar is. Alright, we got one more house to search and a truck. Let's see what we can find.
Excellent.
Some soda. I'm going to drink the soda right now. Oh, we got some orange soda. That's my favorite. Let's drink that. I actually really do like orange soda. Okay, and by the way, somebody's asked, a few people have asked why I don't bother checking the mailboxes. And the reason is because whenever I find stuff, it's never addressed to me. Right? Can't search in there. I believe you can find stacks of paper. I don't know that anything more valuable has ever shown up in a mailbox. Let me know, guys, if you've ever found anything in a mailbox. I just don't even bother.
Something's like gotta go.
It's just junk. Just junk. But it is fun reading through other people's mail. You can get some funny stories and see what their bills were. Makes you feel good you don't have to pay bills anymore. That's one thing I do like about the Long Dark. You don't have to pay bills. You can just come
Can't have too much water.
steal other people's stuff and survive. Ooh, look at this. 65% gamey whitefish. That's going to make us very attractive to wolves, and we're moving so slowly. This could be kind of exciting. More pork and beans. Another pot. Ooh. I'm going to take it just to deck out our 6-burner stove. It's nothing like having 6 pots on a 6-burner stove. You can do
Thank goodness.
2 liters of water in each pot. Adds up so fast. You can fill up a bathtub and have a proper bath. Kind of a luxury, isn't it? Aside from taking a dip when the ice is thin, that's about the only bath you get.
I'll be hungry later.
We are spoiled now. I probably should have gone back to Grey Mother's when I wasn't so heavy. I'm not going to take any water. Oh, we got some pills. Energy bar, nice. Okay, so,
This gear's starting to slow me down.
yeah, this is a problem. I'm like super heavy. Didn't think this through properly. So let's see what I have. I probably have, what, wood? I don't need wood. And fur, why do I have fur? Did I pick that up? Where did I get all this wood? I must have been chatting away and just picking up stuff. And books? Gosh, why do I have 7 books? I don't need all this. I will take one of them, though. Okay, already I'm moving so much better. Okay, we're going to drop our fish right here while we do some spray painting. Okay. Let's get out a flare. Where are you, flares? Here we go. Here, fishy, fishy. Here, fishy, 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 fishy. Okay, this isn't good. Maybe I just better light a torch. The wolves are going to come. And if they don't, you know, I can use the fire from this torch to cook up this fish. So anyway, guys, as we're walking back
barely walk with this much gear.
So anyway, guys, as we're making our way back to the Grey Mother's house, this is a great opportunity for me to say thank you so much for coming along with me on this episode. Much appreciated. Hopefully you will take just a moment to press the like button. It'd be much appreciated. I'd love to hear from you if you want to take a minute and say hello, leave a comment. I do hope you're already subscribed. If not, please go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss out on all these adventures we're having. But I think once we make it to the house here, I'm going to call it an episode. So guys, thanks so much for coming along with me. And I do hope to catch you in the next episode. Take care.